It's been an evolution from where we started, which is the humblest beginnings of kitchen table teaching concealed carry classes, to operating the facility that we have right now.
Action Target was instrumental in the entire process, from the start of design through the implementation with our builder. It was flawless. Building a facility this big is challenging. My family and myself went to get our concealed carry permit, and it was the most horrific day of training I had ever had. Forced me to think, what a disservice to our community. People were going through a concealed carry class and they weren't given the tools to be safe and to be responsible out in the community. The retail area of the first facility was about 1,200 square feet with a small classroom. We could hold about 20 students. Taught strictly concealed carry and private lessons.
I made a phone call to one of our contacts in the firearms distribution chain, and I said, hey, I'm looking into putting in a range. Who should I look at? The first and only name out of his mouth was Action Target. So he told us there was a range development and design seminar going on in about 10 days out in Provo, Utah. It's a mini education on how you go from where I was to where I wanted to be. It filled in all the blanks in the business plan that I was putting together. And they show you what a range can be. I knew in my head before I left that throwing 4 lanes off the back wasn't going to be enough.
Designing and developing and building a facility like this is a lot of work. It's very critical to have a clear plan and execute it with good partners like Action Target.
I don't know how many problems they helped me solve, pointing me in the right direction of a proper resource to make it happen. I really knew that I had a partner was when we were going through the build, and that's where the rubber meets the road. Brick and mortar and stones being moved and everything's going bad and there's overages. Action Target and their engineering department came through a lot.
Action Target was instrumental in the entire process, from the start of design through the implementation with our builder.
I've never done a 94,000 square foot build before. I had some people who could help me, but everything's changing on a daily basis. They've been involved in so many builds, whether it be a fresh build, a retrofit, a modular build. Their dexterity and their ability to consult and predict the future where there might be some issues when they look at the plans with their own engineers. If I hadn't connected with a range consultant from Action Target early, there's a distinct possibility we would have never gotten off the ground. Our facility operates on a multitude of different income generators that are all intertwined and feed each other. When we do things like leagues, leagues feed into the custom shop, they feed into the range, they feed into the retail, ultimately they feed into the restaurant. Action Target is a huge part of that. The reason we can have leagues that are so well attended is the gamification and the ability of their targeting system.
It was very clear the technology was advanced far beyond the competitors or the other vendors that we were looking at. It was clear that because of that technology, safety was going to be a huge reasoning behind going with Action Target.
I've worked on a lot of ranges, indoor and outdoor. Been in the industry for over 10 years. I've never seen anything like this in any other range. On an Action Target range, everything from the front to the back and everything in between, it puts you at ease, right? Because everything from the air filtration system to the baffles that we're gonna have above us, partitions we have between the lanes that are ballistic rated, this allows us to concentrate more on the training. We could be running anywhere from 5 to 7 different leagues. And not only can we do that, but we can actually run multiple leagues in one night. That just wouldn't be possible without the Action Target system.
Training is really important to me, and they have a lot of training opportunities here, from like novice shooters or people that haven't even picked up a firearm before to more advanced shooters.
We have 26 throwers in the clay house. We've got your standard traps, your wobblers, but then we've got the rest of the throwers, high houses and low houses around the clay house. The clay house has scalability to it, not only from the size of the actual building that you're putting it into, but from the number of bays that we utilize and the number of throwers as well. It is replicatable. The software itself allows for it to be done in a much tighter space than you would think. Now when we do corporate events or events for birthdays or different small groups, it's always the clay house, and participation is about 90%. Action Target's turnkey solution allows us to perform at this level and do all these other options and everything we're doing.
I can't imagine starting a process and building a range and not starting with the main component of the facility. Designing and developing and building a facility like this is a lot of work. It's challenging at times, but it's very critical to have a clear plan and execute it with good partners like Action Target.